Hello everyone, this is Bigalski, and this is Chapter 6 of my Ninja Gaiden Sigma Master Ninja Full Equipment and Upgraded Weapon run. This will be one of the first chapters since I have my Lunar to level 2 that you'll see some of the differences on UTs that I get. You'll see the difference that cost me here at the end of the chapter. But overall, it was a pretty good chapter. I one-cycled Hydrocubus. This first fight, though, is just like, all the others. Just start out with the no-look attack and charge. If you go a little too far, that will trigger the fight. So don't do your camera or turn your camera until you're fully charged. Sometimes that UT or the Nimpo will kill them both. So again, but this is kind of the optimal thing that you want to do. I think that's kind of a standard, at this point. This is something I've tried to chain the essence like we've done before in the past, but it just never really worked out. I think Tomy was able to get like another UT out of this fight that I did, but again, it all kind of has to work out. Yeah, if I had gotten a blue there, I could have gotten the other UT, but that's something I just didn't want to mess with. It goes back to that. What we've talked about in the past. I go up and save, before I come and do all this stuff. But it goes to the past, what we've said in the past. The lower your health, the greater chance you have to get a blue. And I just didn't want to take the time to go down to low health, and maybe I should have. Getting the one-hit UT right there is not bad, but you'll see a little bit later on that that doesn't help. I should have went all the way to the wall at the beginning. Again, I thought I was trying to save a little time. But see how, since he kind of got stuck at the wall, my Lunar UT knocked him off his bike, whereas if I had the level 1 Lunar, that probably wouldn't have happened. And same thing here. I probably could have got maybe one more UT out of the fight, maybe two if it all went perfectly. But, I was talking to JTB, and he said something about having the sun on and the moon on, that it's not really that much of a difference. And I think I kind of played around with it a couple times to see what was best. And I really couldn't notice that much of a difference. And I think with the power of the Azure helmet and the grip of murder, it's not going to make that big of a difference. Again, missed out on an ET probably. Maybe another UT, I'm not sure. I will link Tomy's video in here so y'all can see that and see what I missed. Great ability there. My movement really sucks. I've said it so many times. I like dropping a smoke bomb because I can't tell you how many times I've been flipped. See, if I had had a blue out, maybe I would have ET'd and then forward wide instead of wall flipping. To really go for the highest scores or the karma scores, you're really just going to have to hope you get the pattern that you need to get these scores. And like we've said before, if you do get the pattern, you got to know what to do whenever you get it. So, kudos to all these guys who really just are able to do all of that stuff. But here I could go save, but since I got the blue, I decided not to. And again, I'm still a little worried about my chapter time. Usually I have plenty of time right here. And again, let's see if I get it here. It's been a while since I've recorded this. Yeah, see, if I get a blue, then I get more points. So there's some more points missed out on there. And again, my health wasn't as low as it should be. You'll see, like from the Stolten and some of these other guys, they'll have just like a little sliver of health right there. I do the Nimpo there because of the, so I don't get the cutscene. And again, there's a way to get more points there, but it's such a tricky fight. And if he had been closer to where I could have released and got the ET instead of the full UT, you know, I would have gotten definitely some more points there. This fight's a little tricky just because of the positioning of how they come out. So you want to wait just kind of a split second so this guy comes down, then you can see, you're hoping that the Nympho kills him, and it didn't. So instead of maybe a UT out of everything, I had to get a ET. So if that Nympho had killed the guy whenever I lit it, you know, I probably would have got another 3,000 to 5,000 points on everything. But that fight is, like I said, it's a little tricky depending on how they come out. I know some of the guys stand there and charge, but they always attacked me there. So wait for the timer to come up, and then, boy, I hate that load screen. So it did work out this time that I was able to get that pattern. But I think Tomy actually goes back and saves before this fight and then drags the essence, you know, a lot farther down. But if this was a full-blown run, you know, I'd be trying that. But boy, I can only imagine the frustration that he has there. So if you use the chucks or the lunar, especially the lunar that I have at level 2 on that first fight, it will knock some of those guys off. So at least the dragon sword, they kind of run right through it. I released a little early, so I did damage, but didn't get my ET on them. And again, see, I've already killed a couple of these guys, whereas a single hit lunar UT wouldn't have. Or I mean, a level 1 lunar wouldn't have. So here's a couple. Again, see how that knocks them off and kills them. I don't even have a chance to you know, kill another person out there, or UT another guy. It killed them both. So I definitely lose points on that fight by having the level 2 lunar. And I don't know why I always thought that you would get some kind of extra bonus, you know, time bonus for killing these guys, and so, you know, try to make the time limit. And I've thought that my whole playing time with NG in the NG series, and you just don't. There is no time. I don't know why I thought that. So here you can run this timer all the way down, and again, there's a mess up, lose some time right there. I'm starting to panic a little bit. But it's okay if you go to 0, as long as you're getting UTs. As long as you get a UT or an ET before the timer hits 0. See, so some missed points because I missed my on landing to charge, and just a lot of missed opportunities. But for Hydrocubus, I tried this a couple different ways, and you can't. And I did one cycle in both ways. I killed him faster on another run, but I had a better motorcycle and red dragon run. So this was actually the score that I kept. But then, you know, make sure he has enough health so your UT will register. And the one that I did it faster, the UT didn't register, so I lose out on the 5,000 points there, even though I killed him, like, you know, 4 or 5 seconds faster. But because of I had a poor red dragon fight and a very poor motorcycle fight. I mean, I kill those guys really fast. So that one worked out better. But here, plenty of time to go back and save. I lose some points here. Almost 3 UTs compared to Tommy, but you can see all the points that I missed. If I had gone back and maybe fought a couple fights, I was able to one cycle Hydrocubus where he didn't. He didn't have the Nympho to do it, but you should be able to go back and buy plenty of Nympho. You're going to get a lot of money in this chapter. So before I come down, especially with the chapter time limit, make sure you have some extra Nympho, because definitely one cycling Hydrocubus is the way to go. It's easily done with the dual swords versus the lunar. Just a couple 360 Ys followed by a UT. Light the fire wheels again if you need to. Don't forget to replace the Nympho. But I think that was a big difference on why I didn't lose as many points to him as I could have, and I would have actually gained points on him if I had gotten some of the UTs that I missed instead of ETs, and or went back and really tried. I'm not going to go back and see how much I lost in the chapter and then go back and redo it. I'm kind of taking it for whatever it is. If I'm happy with it, I'm going to move on. But having said that, hope everybody enjoyed it. Y'all take care, and we'll see you in the next chapter. See ya.